Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faiz Ashraf bin Muhammad Siddiq. So today I would like to present about Religious State Council in Johor. This is my group assignment 1 for ISB566. This is table of content. Number 1 is introduction. Number 2, background of state. Number 3, state religion council. Number 4, law operation and application. And number 5, conclusion. So first of all, I would like to talk about introduction. The Religious State Council in Malaysia is responsible for overseeing Islamic practices and ensuring they align with the country's law. It has the power to enact and enforce laws related to religion affairs and comprises of scholars and experts in Islamic law and theology. The Council monitors most and oversees the administration of Islamic law, as well as promoting Islam in Malaysia and supporting the development of non-Islamic religions to promote religious harmony. So the next one is background of state. Johor is a state in southern Malaysia, bordering Singapore in the south. The name Johor comes from the Arabic word jauhar, meaning precious stone. Johor was one of the earliest Malay sultanates. Sultan Alauddin Riyad Shah II was the first Malayan ruler to have contact with the Portuguese. Johor was an important centre of trade and commerce due to its strategic location. The Bugis people from Sulawesi migrated to Johor in the 18th century and established a strong presence. Islam was introduced to Johor in the 15th century through Muslim traders from Arabic India and Southeast Asia. Islam became the state religion during the reign of Sultan Abu Bakar in the late 19th century. Sultan Abu Bakar emphasized Islamic education and established several Islamic schools, including the Madrasah Muhammad in 1892. Most were encouraged to be constructed across the state, including the impressive Sultan Abu Bakar Mosque in centre of Johor Bahru. During 20th century, Islam institution and organization grew in Johor, such as the Johor Islamic Religious Council (MAIJ) and the Johor Islamic Religious Department (JAINJ). The state government has focused on promoting Islamic tourism in Johor, particularly in Kota Iskandar. The Islamic Heritage Park in Kota Iskandar features replicas of famous Islamic landmarks and monuments from around the world. The park is a major attraction for tourists interested in Islamic culture and history. So that's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aziz bin Azman. So I'm going to talk about State Religious Council. The Johor Religious Council or Majlis Agama Islam and Adat Istiadat Melayu Johor (MAIJ) is a state government agency in Johor, Malaysia that is responsible for the administration and management of Islamic affairs and customs in the state. The council is tasked with overseeing the implementation of Islamic laws and regulations, as well as development and promotion of Islamic education and culture. Establishment of the Johor Religious Council dates back to early 20th century when the state government recognized the need for a centralized body to oversee the administration of Islamic affairs in the state. The council was officially established in 1922 and has since played a critical role in promoting and preserving Islamic value, culture and tradition in Johor. One of the key responsibilities of the Johor Religious Council is to oversee the implementation of Islamic laws and regulations in the state. This includes the management and administration of Islamic legal matters such as marriage, divorce, inheritance, and other religious affairs. The council provides guidance and advisory services to individuals and organizations on matters related to Islamic law and works to ensure that all Islamic legal proceedings are conducted in a fair, just and transparent manner. This council is also responsible for managing the state Islamic religious institutions and organizations, such as mosques, madrasah, and Islamic charities. It works to ensure that these organizations are managed efficiently and effectively, and that they provide service and support to the local Muslim community in accordance with Islamic principles. In addition, it is legal and administrative responsible. The Johor Religious Council also plays an important role in promoting and developing Islamic education and culture in the state. The council oversees the development and management of Islamic schools and colleges and works to ensure that students receive a comprehensive education that is grounded in Islamic principles. The council also plays a critical role in promoting and preserving Malay customs and traditions in Johor. This includes the organization and management of cultural events and festivals, as well as preservation of historic Islamic landmarks and artifacts related to Malay culture and history. The council works closely with local communities and organizations to promote the values and traditions that are unique to Johor Malay culture to ensure that these traditions are passed down to future generations. Overall, the Johor Religious Council plays a significant role in promoting and preserving Islamic values, culture, and traditions in the state of Johor, while also providing guidance and support to the local Muslim community. Its work is critical in ensuring that Islamic affairs are managed in a fair and just manner, and that the values and traditions that are unique to Johor Malay culture and preserved and promoted for future generations. Now, for zakat. Zakat is an Islamic obligation that requires Muslims to donate a portion of their wealth to help those in need. In Malaysia, including the state of Johor, there are several zakat institutions that collect and distribute zakat funds to eligible recipients. The main zakat institution in Johor is the Majlis Agama Islam and Adat Istiadat Melayu Johor, MAIJ. MAIJ is responsible for collecting and distributing zakat and other Islamic taxes in the state of Johor. Other zakat institutions in Johor include the Johor Islamic Religious Council (MAIJ) and the Johor Bahru Islamic Religious Council (MAIJ). To pay zakat in Johor, there are several ways to do so. One way is to visit the nearest zakat collection center, which can be found in most mosques and Islamic center in Johor. Another way is to pay online through MAIJ website or mobile app. The calculation of zakat in Johor is based on the Islamic principle of zakat, which applies to various types of wealth, including cash, saving, gold, silver, and business assets. The rates of zakat vary depending on the type of wealth and the amount of wealth a person has. It is important to note that paying zakat is an obligation for Muslims who meet certain criteria, such as having a certain amount of wealth or assets. If you are unsure about your zakat obligation or how to pay zakat in Johor, you can consult with a local Islamic authority or zakat institution for guidance. So next is wakaf. Wakaf also known as endowment is a charitable Islamic practice where a person dedicates a portion of their wealth or asset for the benefit of others. In Malaysia, including the state of Johor, there are several wakaf institutions that manage and distribute wakaf funds to various charitable causes. One of the main wakaf institutions in Johor is the Johor Islamic Religious Council (MAIJ). MAIJ manage several wakaf properties, including mosques, schools, and other charitable institutions in the state. The wakaf properties are used to provide various services and benefits to the community, such as religious education, healthcare, and social welfare. In addition to MAIJ, there are also several other wakaf institutions in Johor, such as the Johor Bahru Wakaf Foundation and the Keluang Wakaf Endowment Board. This institution collects and manages wakaf funds from individuals and organizations and use the funds to support various charitable causes in the state. To make a wakaf donation in Johor, you can contact any of the wakaf institutions in the state. You can also make a wakaf donation through the MAIJ website or mobile app. When making a wakaf donation, you can specify the purpose of the donation, such as building a mosque or supporting a charitable organization. It is important to note that wakaf donations are considered a form of perpetual charity, as the benefits of the donation are ongoing and continue to benefit future generations. If you are interested in making a wakaf donation in Johor, you can consult with a local Islamic authority or wakaf institution for guidance. Lastly, for management service, the Majlis Agama Islam Johor (MAIJ) is the Islamic Religious Council of Johor, responsible for managing and overseeing Islamic affairs in the state. MAIJ provides a range of services to the Muslim community in Johor, including religious education, social welfare, and wakaf, zakat, and wakaf management. To effectively manage this service, MAIJ has a team of administration and officers who are responsible for various functions, such as financial management, human resource, and community outreach. MAIJ also works closely with local mosques and Islamic centers to provide a service and support to the Muslim community. In addition to its internal management team, MAIJ also engages with internal service providers and partners to support its operation. For example, MAIJ may work with IT service providers to develop and maintain its website and digital platform for zakat and wakaf management. MAIJ may also partner with community organizations to provide social welfare services to the community. Overall, MAIJ management services are focused on delivering effective and efficient service to the Muslim community in Johor in accordance with Islamic principles and values. If you have any questions or inquiries about MAIJ management services, you can contact them directly or visit their website for more information. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Shahrul Azwan bin Akmaluddin. Okay, I will explain about the law operation and application. Law operation and application are divided into eight, which is the first, the appointment of a mufti, the 1997 Sharia, the criminal offence, enactment of the Johor State Islamic Family Law 2003, the enactment of the Control and Restriction on the Development of Non-Islamic Religions 1991, Zakat and Fitrah Regulation years 1962 Baitul Mal Guide, the Wakaf Method year 1983, and the last one, the Johor Mosque and Surau Method 1989. Okay, we move to the next slide. The appointment of a mufti. MAIJ will appoint a mufti and a deputy mufti who will function as the head of the Islamic religion, who will issue a fatwa about Islam in the state. In addition to that, the Sharia court, His Majesty the Sultan, on the advice of the Council, may, through a notification in the Gazette, establish Sharia lower court for the state of Johor in place is deemed fit. Second, the Sharia criminal offence. Any person who worships nature or does any act that show worship or respect to any person, animal, place, or thing in any way that violates Sharia law is committing an offence, and upon conviction may be fined not exceeding 3,000 ringgit or imprisoned for a period not exceeding 2 years or both. The third, Zakat and Fitrah Regulation, years 1962. Johor State Islamic Religions Council managed a zakat and fitrah collection from Muslims, distributing funds to designated asnaf under Islamic Administration Enactment 1978 and 2003. For the Baitul Mal Guard, Baitul Mal is a body that manages and controls the financial resources and property of Muslims. Under its administration, Baitul Mal property is used to develop the socio-economy of Muslims and help those who are poor and needy, also for the benefit of Muslims. We go to the next slide. For the enactment of the Johor State Islamic Family Law 2003, This enactment cover the chapter on marriage, where it states that no marriage can be solemnized under this enactment if the man is less than 18 years old and the woman is less than 16 years old, unless the Shari'i judge has given his consent in writing in certain circumstances. Next, the Wakaf method, years 1983. Established in the years 1313 Hijrah, correspond to 1895. In the early stage of its establishment, it was administered by His Majesty Tunku Sultan of Johor, submitted to the State Secretary of Johor in matter of administration and trustee. The Johor Mosque and Surau Method, 1989. Mosque and Surau must establish a committee consisting of a chairman, vice-chairman, secretary, assistant secretary, treasurer, and officer chosen by village or area resident. For the last one, the enactment of the Control and Restriction on the Development of Non-Islam Religions, 1991. Offence involve persuading, influencing, forcing, or inciting a Muslim to follow a non-Islam Islamic religion, or engaging in activities or performance with the intent to do so. That's all for the law, operation, and application. Lastly, for the conclusion, mission religions that constantly ensure Muslim welfare in faith, health, and environment. MAIJ, based in Johor, assists in finance, security, and legal matters. They use Betumal property to improve socio-economic condition and assist underprivileged individuals. Islamic Religious Council has reduced poverty rates through monthly assistance to eligible as now. The 1997 Sharia criminal offence linked to Aqidah protect Muslim religious views. Violation involve worship nature or disrespecting others. MAIJ founding goals, vision and mission align with the creation of a religious state council, aiming for economic growth and alignment with the national religious value. That's all from us. Thank you.